Ladies and gentlemen, the new teenage sensation, Danny Avila.
What's up?
Welcome to Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Your first time to Hong Kong or
Yes, it
Asia
is.
per se?
Yeah, no, I have been to Asia before, but it's
Where?
my first time here. I've played a couple of shows in Dubai,
Okay, cool.
and I played also Lebanon. I played Manila. So yeah,
Oh, you've been around
a
the
bit.
block. Okay. So the very first question I want to ask you is, how old are you right now?
Right now, I just turned 18.
Congratulations. When was the first time you started DJing in big venues like Vegas or Ibiza?
Well, I started DJing, of course, not in a professional way when I was like 12.
Okay.
But I started playing like big venues, not in the States, but big venues when I was like 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
Like in Spain. And yeah, the first big tour that I did in the States was when I was 17.
17.
17.
So you spend most of the time, DJing underage.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the problem was you couldn't drink when you
Yeah, exactly,
DJ at
yeah.
the venue?
Yeah, basically.
That sucks.
No, basically, yeah. I know it can yeah. It
You
sucks,
have to
yeah,
stay
right.
sober the whole time.
Yeah, it sucks. But
You're the only one DJing there who's not partying.
I know, of course. But in the same time, when you're traveling 24/7, you're traveling the whole
I know.
time. It's actually better, just
Right,
because you have to travel a lot and it's really tiring. So it's better to have the energy, to review whatever you drink every night, and then you stay till the end every night. Then you're dead in the middle of the tour. So it's better to just be concentrated.
I heard that in Vegas, the rules is so strict that they even have to escort you to the DJ booth and then escort you out because you're underage. Right?
Exactly. I go to the booth just 1 minute before my show, and I go out like
Wow.
1 minute after my set. So yeah,
You couldn't even check out the girls.
that's the worst part.
Okay, tell us a little bit how you started the whole thing.
Yeah, it was Ferry Legrand in the beginning.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he was like my role model somehow. He was the first DJ that I had the chance to see performing live, and I was so impressed that I was like, man, I want to be like him in the future. Yeah, but
And he handpicked you.
yeah, somehow, because I played with him like 2 years after that, after I met him. And then, yeah, I've been meeting a lot of great artists in the business during the last 2 years. Like, I mean, I'm really into, I love, for example, I like Paul Robinson, I like a lot Rehab, I like a lot, as a producer, I like a lot Wolfgang Gartner, he's amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. There have been a lot of other teenage sensations coming out from the DJ world. You mentioned Paul Robinson. Well, there are also Avicii, Mezzo. Who are you guys friends with one another?
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing, for example, when you play a festival, in example, whatever, EDC, when I think around 300 DJs play that festival, the cool thing is that you backstage, of course, you have the chance to meet everyone, and in the end, it's like a big family, so you know everyone.
Okay. Any chance you will be collaborating with other people?
I mean, I would love to collaborate with any of the big guys. I mean, right now, I've been working in the studio really hard in the last months. I have a lot of music coming out now. It's everything original, like no collaboration, just solo tracks. But of course, I want to collaborate with other people and just like work on remixes and of course also producing vocal tracks as well. Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned about Fellow Grant being your mentor. So what's the best advice he had gave you?
The best advice, he actually gave me a lot of advices. One of them that I try to remember every time is just try to be unique. It's good that you have influences and you of course you have inspirations, but don't try to copy anything. Otherwise, it's not going to get successful. Yeah, that's the one of the most important advices that he gave me.
You gotta be unique, but right now it's like everybody's doing electro and progressive house.
Yeah.
What kind of genres you are really into or you want to develop in the future?
I mean, for me, of course, when you go to Beatport and then the whole genre is called progressive.
Yeah.
I think progressive house, it's
becoming meaningless.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but there are a lot of genres in progressive house, inside progressive house. So I don't just describe my sound like one genre. I try to play the tracks that fit in my set, in my DJ sound. For example, I love drum and bass.
Okay.
I love dubstep. I love trap. I love house and techie and techno. So, in example, there are some techno guys that produce amazing records that you can just take a part of that record and just fit it and put it in your set, you know. So I just try to play everything around and just kind of play. I play like really energetic sets.
Okay.
Just try to play my own thing.
Okay. When you were a lot younger, can you recall one, dance track that inspired at all, that inspired you and you can remember that? That's the kind of song that inspired me to become a DJ.
That was a while ago. I mean, it was not the track that inspired me to be a DJ, but one of the tracks that I remember a lot. Because I spent a whole summer, I think I was like 14, 15 years old. Instead of going out with my friends and just, when you go to school you have all the break in the summer, then you like to go out with your friends, but I was just in the studio working every day and I had the chance to see all the DJs playing at a club. And there was one track that every single DJ was playing. It was Tell Me Why by Grosso and Axwell.
Okay.
They were called Super Mode at that moment.
Oh, Super Mode.
Yeah. And that's such a dope record. I used to play it a lot.
Okay.
It's
And
really
do you know that it's originated from an 80s hit? From an 80s hit?
No.
It's actually a remake.
Because if you go to the track, but it's super mode. And then Tell Me Why, and they did some kind of rework or edit or mix or something.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the version that I used to play, and it's really cool.
Okay. So how many shows you do, on average a year right now? Because I just asked that question, with Kaskade. He mentioned like 200 something per year.
20 something.
200 something.
Oh, that's not that much. 200. That's a lot. I mean, I don't know how many shows I do a year. But for example, in February I played 21 shows in 1 month. I think January was like 20 as well. I'm playing like a lot of shows, like 3 shows per week. So that's a lot. Yeah, I'm true.
And you are the youngest DJ that got 3 residency in Ibiza. Wow.
Yeah, last year that was massive, man. That was a massive time for me.
So right now you're just concentrating on DJing, around the globe. So what about schooling? You're still very young.
Yeah, I just finished. I finished this month. But what I was doing, because I was touring too much, I was doing like a special kind of thing. When I was doing all the homework on the road, and then I was taking like special lessons in Madrid, because I was going to Madrid like every week, every 2 weeks, and then doing exams. Of course, it's really hard, to combine both things, but in the end it worked out, and I have my degree and everything. So
okay. Considering DJing, are you in it for the long haul, or you consider when you get a little bit older you go into something else, do something totally different? Or like going back to school, start a new career?
I would love to DJ for the next 20 years, 25 years, or forever.
That's cool.
Because if there is something that I love in this life, it's DJing and playing records, and it's something that I have fun doing, So I would love to DJ for the next 20 years. Yeah. But I love to make music as well. So in the future, instead of just making whatever like club records, I would love to produce also for maybe other artists, or just producing whatever, maybe like pop records or rock records. You never know, just like work in the studio. And but I think, I don't know if I'm going to be DJing making music, but I'm going to be involved in music forever. So.
Talking about, you just mentioned about pop collaboration, will there be any chance you will be collaborating with Justin Bieber? I bring that up. I hate to bring that up. I know. It sucks because they always compare your hair to Justin Bieber.
I don't know.
That's terrible.
I get that question really often.
But that's interesting. If you collaborate with Justin Bieber, to, just cross over.
Of course.
That would be very interesting.
No, but it doesn't matter if it's Justin Bieber or Lady Gaga, whatever. For example, Zed, I think he produced some tracks of the Lady Gaga album or something. So I think it's a really interesting thing, to play around with sound and be able to produce different music genres. So for me, of course, it would be an honor to collaborate with one of these artists. They're one of the biggest guys here in the world.
Okay, good. Looking forward to that. Today you will be, playing in a pool party. Yes. How would you, play differently if it's indoor and then it's outdoor? Will you play it differently?
Yeah, I mean, It's tough. I wouldn't know how to explain it. I tried, for example, when I play a festival and I play a 1 hour set, I just try to play everything together, really, really high energy, just pumping and try to make the crowd go crazy. If I play a longer set, whatever, like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, I just try to spread the energy, play like a bit kind of longer tracks and more like a kind of club feeling and more groovy, more dancey. You know? That's what I try to do.
Okay, that's the question I always ask every single DJ, you know, I interview. Is there one track that's a lifesaver of the day? You know, even though if the floor is so dead, you know, whenever you bang it out, it will, you know, change the world.
Ah man, okay, there is one track that honestly I played every set, pretty much every set. It's Skrillex Kyoto.
Okay, it always works, right?
It's pretty hard. The track is pretty hard, but I don't know why everyone loves it. So I try to play it in every single set.
Okay, we're going to close the interview now. What about closing track? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, of course. I've been closing my sets for about like 8-10 months with Language by Porter Robinson.
Okay.
Because when you
I love that.
Yeah, it's because it's a beautiful track. You know, when you play a full banger set and then you close your set down with a beautiful track, you know, and everybody is whatever, like drunk and enjoying the music in the middle of a festival, and they play you such a beautiful track. You know, it's just amazing. You know, it's just a beautiful sensation.
Okay, are you going to play Language today? I look forward to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, this is Danny Avila. He will be here for the long haul in the next 20 years. Watch out. Thank you, Danny. Good show.
Thank you so much. A pleasure.
Thank you.